Under the flickering glow of an old lamppost in a forgotten alleyway, a homeless poet named Elias sat scribbling verses onto scraps of paper. His words were his world, a world filled with beauty, pain, and dreams he could no longer reach. Every night, he poured his soul onto those papers, leaving them scattered for no one to read. But someone did. A fairy named Leora, a guardian of lost dreams, had been drawn to Elias's words. For years, she had wandered the human world, collecting forgotten wishes and broken hopes. Yet none had ever moved her like his poetry. One night, Leora couldn't help herself. She perched invisibly on a nearby windowsill, reading the poem Elias had just written. I have nothing but stars to give. No home, no name, no will to live. Yet hope hides in the shadows still. A spark that fights the bitter chill. The raw beauty of his words struck something deep within her. She decided to reveal herself. As Elias packed his meager belongings, a soft voice called out, "Your words, they shine brighter than the stars you write about." Startled, Elias turned to see a woman glowing faintly in the dim light. Her delicate wings shimmered like moonlight on water, and her eyes held a warmth he hadn't felt in years. "Who are you?" he asked, clutching his notebook. "I'm Leora," she said, smiling. "A fairy, if you can believe that. I've been following your words. They're magic, Elias." Elias laughed bitterly. "Magic? I'm just a nobody scribbling on scraps of paper." Leora stepped closer, her glow illuminating his weathered face. "Magic isn't about power or wealth. It's about touching hearts. And your words have touched mine." Over the following nights, Leora returned to Elias, sharing stories of her fairy realm and listening to his poetry. For the first time in years, Elias felt seen, not as a homeless man but as a soul with something to offer the world. One evening, as they sat under the stars, Elias asked, "Why are you helping me?" "I'm not special." Leora placed a hand on his. "Because you are special. Your words remind me of the beauty in humanity, the dreams, the resilience. You've made me feel something I thought I couldn't. Love." Elias's heart raced. He had written countless verses about love but had never truly felt it, until now. But their happiness was short-lived. The Fairy Council discovered Leora's growing affection for Elias and summoned her back to their realm. "You've broken the sacred law," the fairy elder scolded. "Fairies and humans cannot fall in love. Return now, or lose your wings forever." Leora's heart ached, but she refused to abandon Elias. "Take my wings," she said, her voice steady. "I don't need them. My place is with him." The council was furious, but Leora's determination couldn't be swayed. Stripped of her wings, she became mortal, trading her immortality for a chance to live a human life with Elias. When Leora returned to him, she no longer glowed, and her wings were gone. But her love for Elias burned brighter than ever. Elias, inspired by Leora's sacrifice, poured his heart into his poetry like never before. His verses found their way to a kind publisher, and soon, Elias's work was celebrated across the city. With Leora by his side, Elias no longer felt like a nobody. Together, they turned their small corner of the world into a haven of hope and love. And though Leora no longer had wings, she still felt like she could fly, because love had given her a freedom no magic ever could. Moral of the story: true love transcends boundaries, be they magical or human. When we believe in someone, we give them the wings to soar.